Coming up on News Live at 6, the School of Engineering and Computer Science is introducing a new minor in artificial intelligence.
Plus, the Weiss Center launches a new partnership with Access SU. How Newhouse students are engaging. News Live at 6 starts right now.
And there's a Lunar New Year celebration here at Dineen Hall tonight from 6 to 8. All that and more, News Live at 6 starts right now.
CitrusTV News Live at 6, your campus news leader.
LSA is hosting a fundraiser to rein in the new year of the horse. Welcome to News Live at 6. This Tuesday, I'm Moira Vaughan.
And I'm Isabella Galan. Our Katie Jimroga is live at the event in Dineen Hall. Happy Lunar New Year, Katie.
Yeah, thanks guys. I'm here at Dineen Hall where the APA-LSA is hosting a Lunar New Year celebration tonight. I'm here with Rebecca Lee, the president of APA-LSA. And Rebecca, could you tell me a little bit about the significance of Lunar New Year and why you guys are hosting this event tonight?
Absolutely. So Lunar New Year is a widely celebrated tradition across many Asian cultures. And so at Apalsa, we really try and embrace these Asian cultures and bring them home to our law school. And so this is just a way for us as an organization to raise money, but also to share a nice meal with our friends and family here at the law school.
Thank you so much. And could you tell me a little bit about Apalsa as an organization and what you guys usually do?
Yeah, absolutely. So apart from our regular general body meetings, we also aim to connect our students with professional organizations like the Asian American Bar Association of New York, as well as other campus organizations like other affinity type of groups, and we try and connect them to our alum as well.
Lovely. And what are some of the activities you guys are going to be doing here tonight?
Yeah, so primarily we'll be joining each other in a time of dining. We're also just going to do some fun activities like origami as people choose, but primarily it will be just dining.
Great. And my last question is, it is the year of the horse. Can you tell me a little bit about what that means?
Yeah, the year of the horse signifies strength and prosperity. And so this year is unique because it is also the year of the fire horse, which means that a lot of the things that will happen in 2026 are going to be a lot more kind of explosive and exacerbated. And so that's really exciting, especially since it signifies luck as well.
Thank you so much, Rebecca. Yeah, you heard it here first. That's what's going to be happening tonight at the Lunar New Year celebration. Katie Jimroga, CitrusTV News.
Thanks, Katie. Well, Apalsa isn't the only place on campus celebrating the year of the fire horse. Syracuse is hosting several events around campus, including Lunar New Year Craft Night from 5 to 7 p.m. tonight at the Center for International Services. Campus dining will serve a selection of dumplings to students today as well to commemorate the holiday. And this weekend, there will also be a Spring Festival celebration hosted by the Chinese United Student and Scholar Association on Saturday at Goldstein Auditorium.
Staying on campus, Ramadan has officially begun today. There will be several events around campus for Muslim students to participate, including the first Tarawih tonight at 8 p.m. in Hendricks Chapel. There will also be several iftar events happening later this week. Check out the Muslim Student Association's Instagram for more information.
The season of Lent begins tomorrow with Ash Wednesday. SU will be holding services and the distribution of ashes throughout the day at both Hendricks Chapel and the SU Catholic Center. Catholic Mass will be held starting tomorrow at 8 a.m. following a non-denominational worship service taking place at noon. More prayer services and the distribution of ashes will be offered throughout the day, and the full list of events and locations can be found on the SU Events website.
The Department of Public Safety confirmed to CitrusTV that officers removed a former student from campus after violating a no trespass order earlier today. Video obtained by CitrusTV News shows an individual in handcuffs. He's being escorted out of Newhouse 3 just after 1:30 this afternoon. This comes just weeks after a similar incident occurred at Newhouse, and DPS did not respond when asked if it is the same individual.
Maxwell's Economics Department has launched a new initiative called Research Advancement and Impact in Syracuse Economics, also known as RAISE. RAISE will provide paid research experiences to broaden participation in economics, aiming to help first-generation students. Associate Professor Christy Buzzard said, quote, "The program enables students to gain early and meaningful exposure to research and develop skills needed for advanced study," end quote.
The Newhouse School launches a new partnership that's crucial for PR students. Our Pauline Diol is here to tell us more about the ribbon cutting ceremony that took place earlier today. Good evening.
Thank you, Moira. As you said, earlier today was the launch of the Wise Center's partnership with Access SU. This collaboration will allow professors to implement a way for PR students to get hands-on experience. I interviewed the leaders of this program today. Take a look.
Just earlier today, there was a ribbon-cutting ceremony for a partnership between Access SU and the Wise Center. 4 members of the Bateman team worked together to bring Access Newswire to Syracuse University students and professors, a crucial program that could help many public relations students at Newhouse.
Doing like a full year sort of project, working with a real client, Access Newswire, but also PR SSA, but they sort of facilitate, what's required of us. Because sort of the vision of the agency space is like this hands-on learning. It's supposed to really replicate the real world of PR or advertising or communications. And that's also kind of the vision of the Access Newswire educational platform, is to give students this hands-on real-world experience.
To learn how to use Access SU, you can go to their website or talk to a member of the Bateman team at food.com tomorrow between 11 to 2 p.m.
As a part of PR Week this week, Access Newswire will be hosting a networking/speaker event this Thursday at 6:30 p.m. in Newhouse. For CitrusTV News, I'm Perline Diol.
Thank you, Perline. Well, the School of Engineering and Computer Science is introducing a new minor in artificial intelligence. Our Sophia Drager has more.
Starting in fall 2026, Syracuse will introduce a new minor in artificial intelligence through the School of Computer Science and Engineering. The way it's taught will be a little different.
We're also teaching AI using AI tools. And so right from the get-go, students are expected and encouraged to be using tools like Claude Code to do all the work in that course. And so it's going to be radically different from anything anyone's ever seen before. If, you're concerned about, the future kind of jobs in the technical space, and you want to be able to get really good at using these new AI tools and at the same time understand how to build them, then this minor, I think, is highly recommended.
Unlike the AI policy minor at Maxwell, this program focuses on coding, machine learning, and actually building the technology behind AI. This sets students up with real-world experience to set them apart in a fast-growing job market.
And a big problem we see with computer science and software engineering right now is a lot of people are learning the skill set and they're not getting hired. But at the same time, these same kind of companies, they're hungry for people who understand how to build AI, understand how to use AI, and this program is focused on both.
Sophia, thank you. Now, earlier today, Upstate University Hospital announced they will be hosting on-the-road mammograms in Onondaga and Oswego counties. The mammogram van is scheduled to start clinics on March 4th and continue throughout the rest of the month. The goal is to create accessibility for women across the local region and make breast cancer screenings easier. The screening is available for women 40 and over. More information can be found on Upstate University's website.
Officials in Auburn are warning citizens of a reoccurring scam at Memorial City Hall. The Auburn Police Department found applicants for the city's Planning Board or Zoning Board of Appeals being targeted with fraudulent invoices. The invoices are asking for payments via wire transfer from these individuals, and the city is reminding those applying that they will not request payments in the form of a wire transfer.
5 people, including a fire chief, were critically injured this morning in Oneida County after a massive church explosion. First responders were dispatched to the Abundant Life Fellowship Church around 10 a.m. after reports of a gas smell inside the building. Police say 3 firefighters and the church's pastor were inside when the explosion happened, along with Boonville Fire Chief David Pritchard. Police say the victims are in critical but stable condition. Officials add that this is an ongoing investigation and that there is no current signs of criminal activity involved in the incident.
The West Genesee Central School District has announced a second vote on a nearly $80 million capital project. The project includes a new transportation and maintenance facility, improvements to schools, and a new space for the West Genesee Marching Band. The original vote on the budget failed by 37 votes back in December. Community forums will be held on March 9th and 16th to give residents a chance to learn more and ask questions before the new vote takes place on March 24th at 6 p.m. Well, Moira, I don't know about you, but my jacket was significantly lighter when I walked outside today. It was really nice.
We've seen a little bit of glimmer of the sunshine. I feel like my my congestion is not used to the allergies of the switching of now it's 45 degrees and next week it's going to be winter out. It's too much for me.
And I'm not really the biggest fan of the rain either, but so I'm interested to see if that's going to stay. Our Brody Miller has more on that. Brody, what are we looking at for this week?
Thanks, guys. Bella, I'm sorry, but unfortunately that rain will come back. But the nice thing about rain is that it does melt snow. And when I was walking into the studio today, I noticed some green grass, which is a good sign for the future. But right now it's around 40 degrees with winds around 5 miles per hour, bringing the feels like down to only 38 degrees, which felt very warm and made me want to be outside. And I was supposed to be outside for weather, but technical difficulties forbid that. But there must have been a guardian angel looking out for me, because right now we are under a air index quality warning. So right now the air quality is around 108, meaning there is some harmful things in the atmosphere that's going to make you want to stay inside, limit your time outside. The usual air index is around 50. But looking into tonight, it's going to be 33 degrees, so still pretty warm, but that's all I have for you right now. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Brody. Well, today marks the first day of what is sure to be a long month of travel disruptions for New Jersey commuters heading to the Big Apple. Amtrak started construction over the long weekend on moving one of their tracks from the 116-year-old Portal Bridge to the new Portal North Bridge. As a result, NJ Transit was forced to cut weekday service nearly in half. The upgrade not only caused for delays for railway passengers, but also for those flocking to ferries and buses into Manhattan.
New York Attorney General Letitia James co-led a coalition in defending the legal status of Haitian immigrants. Along with 17 other attorney generals, James filed a brief in support of a lawsuit against the Department of Homeland Security. DHS is being sued for attempting to terminate temporary protected status for more than 350,000 Haitians. The coalition argues that ending TPS for Haitians could risk the safety, health, and economy of communities across the U.S. And coming up, civil rights pioneer Jesse Jackson has passed away at age 84. More on the impact his legacy left on the movement.
And Iran has closed one of the world's key international waterways. That and more when we come back.
Rolling.
Sound is speeding.
Can you slow that down, please? This is 28-1.
28-1.
If you see news happening on campus, in Syracuse, or across the nation, call the Citrus TV newsroom, 315-443-1177, or tweet at Citrus TV News, your campus news leader.
Jesse Jackson changed American politics. Jesse Jackson changed the civil rights movement. He was a consequential and transformative figure.
That was what civil rights leader Reverend Al Sharpton said of his friend Jesse Jackson, a pioneer of the civil rights movement who died today. Jackson was known for his populist messages that propelled the movement after the death of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
Jackson was known for his Rainbow Coalition, which pushed self-determination for Black people into the corporate world. Jackson's family said that he had been facing health challenges over the last several years.
Today, Iran announced the temporary closure of the Strait of Hormuz. This move comes after another round of talks with the U.S. over the Islamic Republic's nuclear program.
The strait is the most important oil checkpoint in the world, as around 20% of the world's oil goes through it each year. This is the first time that Iran has closed an international waterway since the U.S. began threatening the region.
Russian and Ukrainian delegations finished their first day of U.S.-brokered peace talks in Geneva today. Ukraine's top security official shared to social media that the talks focused on, quote, practical issues and the mechanics of possible solutions, end quote. He also said negotiations would continue tomorrow morning.
A few hours before the delegations, Russia carried out a large aerial attack on Ukraine. The attack hit 12 regions with 400 drones and almost 30 missiles. These talks come a week before the 4th anniversary of Moscow's full-scale invasion of Ukraine.
Coming up on News Live at 6, I'll have your 5-day forecast. Stick with us.
Here's your check. Oh, you got it. You know, since I got rid of my car, I really enjoy walking.
Okay. God, no.
Getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates.
Oh, you're home early. You live with your mom?
That'll set your game back a few years. Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome. Prediabetes does. 1 in 3 adults has prediabetes, but with early diagnosis, prediabetes can be reversed. And you can change the outcome. Take the 1-minute prediabetes risk test today. Go to doihaveprediabetes.org.
I don't think that many kids in my son's school even do it.
He makes fun of his friend who vapes.
He would never try it.
She's into soccer.
She's on the honor roll.
She's just not the type.
No way.
No way.
No way.
No way, my kid would never vape.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping. Maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
From the Citrus TV Weather Center, this is SU's most accurate weather forecast.
Welcome back into News Live at 6. Well, I have some good news and some bad news for you, but let's start with the good news. The good news is that the temperatures are going to stay pretty warm for the next 5 days. And you know what? That is good news here in Syracuse because it always gets pretty cold. But the bad news is that we are going to see some rain, some snow, a whole wide array of conditions, to be honest. Tomorrow, we're going to have a high of 36 with some rain and some ice showers in the morning and some continuous rain throughout the afternoon. But that rain will melt some of the snow down, so we may see even more grass for when you can then sit outside maybe on Thursday, high of 40, partly cloudy, sun's out, feels like summer almost, but then we're back to normal Syracuse. Friday, 39 with a wintry mix throughout the day, rain and snow. There's going to be some snow on Saturday morning, so it's going to be a great morning to just cuddle up with in your bed, stay, sleep in, and same with Sunday as well. taking a look around the region, we're seeing some similar conditions, with the warmest being Elmira down near Pennsylvania as well. But I know it's usually Throwback Thursday, but I wanted to do a Throwback Tuesday this week because it's been so warm. But last year it was 23 degrees on February 17th with a low of 13, with now at the high of 42, low of 31. So I know I've been seeing a lot of hate for Punxsutawney Phil online, and I am also one of his haters, but that's all I have for you guys right now. Back to you.
Brody, thank you. It's good to see it's warming up a little bit.
Yeah.
Something positive to look forward to. Well, something else to look forward to, Bella, the match of the decade is coming. Netflix's first ever live MMA broadcast is coming to the streaming service this spring. Former face of UFC, everyone knows her, Ronda Rousey, will be coming out of a 10-year retirement to face off against former fighter turned actress Gina Carano.
Rousey's calling this, quote, the biggest super fight in women's combat sports history. The featherweight match is scheduled for May 16th at the Intuit Dome in Inglewood, California. So exciting. I know you love Ronda Rousey.
I read her book when I was 13 twice. Someone recommended it to me. It was like, it's such an inspirational story. I'm so happy to see her come out of this 10-year retirement.
Especially when you get to see women in sports.
Oh yeah, we love
always
that.
Supporting that. Well, John, what do we got in sports here in Syracuse?
Hey, thanks guys. Well, sports are going pretty well, I guess. Well, there's some good and some bad. Syracuse faced off against number 3 Duke last night. We'll show you how that matchup went down, along with taking it to the turf for a moment. Well, we'll see how it is on the other side.
Jason, let's go see your room.
What do you think? We kept it a little spare, so you can decorate it how you like.
Dinner! Go?
Excellent. Soccer is fun. Yeah, I saw you guys out there. We're the family. Yeah! Oh, I thought you were on my team. Wait.
Hi, my name is Sadie Miller.
My name is Luke Brady. I go by St. Luke.
So this one I started with this guitar lick.
And now, your Citrus TV Sports Report.
Hey everyone, how's it going? I'm John Bochco. I've got your sports update for tonight. We'll start it on the hardwood. Big Monday presented maybe the biggest matchup yet for Syracuse men's basketball. It took on number 3 Duke, who gives up just 63 points per game, the 3rd best mark in the nation. SU rode into this one with consecutive wins under its belt, but did the bright lights at Cameron Indoor consume the momentum? Let's take a look and find out. Well, we start out in Durham, North Carolina with Cam Boozer ready to go, one of the top NBA draft prospects. And this one actually didn't start out too bad for SU, but Ngongba just spins right through the lane, puts in the lay for 2, puts Duke up 2, only within 4 now, about halfway through the first half, and maneuvering inside. Evans gets it up, the bucket, and the foul. Evans and Ngongba combined for over 20 points in this one, but again, Syracuse wasn't quite out of it yet. Nate King sizes up his defender, puts a man on the ground, splashes that 3. That one puts this game back to single digits, but Duke goes on an 11-0 run to end the first half, and it's topped off by Cam Boozer. 22 points, 12 rebounds, went 8 for 10 from the field in this one, and we'll take it to the second half. Well, Duke went into the half up 16, and it only got, well, worse from there. You could see Cam Boozer making William Kyle look like he's 5'2". Yeah, that guy is 6'9", by the way. And then inside again, Will Kyle just can't even contain anybody. Oh, but he gets a block. And then they turn it right back over, and then Duke gets the ball, and they slam it down. Well, what a surprise. Duke's up 22 points at this point. Now they're basically up 30. Kick to the corner. Now another Boozer splashes a 3, and eventually Syracuse would lose by 37 points. Its worst loss in the ACC. Head coach Adrian Autry, what happened to the offense?
Took it to us in the paint. Second chance points. Even when we did get an initial stop, they got the rebound and finish. Really tough physical game for our inside guys. I thought they fought in battle, but Boozer and Big Pat, those guys really just stayed in there and really made it hard for us.
Making it hard for the Orange was definitely an understatement. They allowed the Blue Devils to shoot 60% or more from the field and from deep, both of those season lows. And it doesn't get any easier from here. Next up is number 16 North Carolina on Saturday. But one squad on the hill who hasn't struggled as much is Syracuse men's lacrosse, who just claimed the top spot in the rankings for the first time since 2020 yesterday. Inside Lacrosse just released its Week 2 poll, which had the Orange at number 1 after its 11-9 win over then top-ranked Maryland on Friday. It was a unanimous number 1 at that, with all 22 voters placing the Orange on top of the mountain. And SU aims to stay on top of the mountain this Saturday against number 14 Harvard. The last time it played as the first-ranked squad, the Orange knocked off Johns Hopkins in its last game of the COVID season. All right, that's all for sports. Moira and Bella, let's send it back to you.
John, thank you. It's good to see a little bit of positivity with the men's lacrosse team. Even though it's a little early in the season, it's good to see that happening. Well, after the break, we'll have your wake-up weather.
Stay with us.
They'll test you. Try to break your will. But however loud the loudness gets, however many cheese puffs may fly, you're the driver, the one in control. Stand firm. Just wait. And move only when you hear the click that says they're buckled in for the drive. Never give up till they buckle up.
Well, Thomas, you've got prediabetes. But with more exercise and a change in diet, it can be reversed.
I've tried exercising. It just makes me hungry for bacon.
I love bacon, too. And who really likes to exercise?
Not me.
Me neither.
Nobody. So we're good?
What? Oh, you still have prediabetes. Big time.
Every time I hear the alarm bell go off in school, I think it's an air raid.
A lot of houses in our neighborhood have been destroyed. I like to close my ears and sing songs whenever the bombs come close.
I'm worried our new neighbors won't like us.
But I know it's all gonna be worth it. I just want my family to be safe. But these are not my words.
These are not my words.
These are not my words.
Welcome back into News Live at 6. When you wake up tomorrow, it's going to be 32 degrees with some light snow and ice expected. Bella and Moira?
Wow. Well, a classic McDonald's sweet treat. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Okay.
Our news director, Roman Berta.
Thank you,
wow,
Roman. The Shamrock Shake has officially returned to the menu today. Both the original minty green shake and the Oreo Shamrock McFlurry are offered.
Okay, I have to refrain from reaching. For those that weren't convinced yet, 25 cents from each order at Syracuse locations will go to the Ronald McDonald House of Central New York. Are you ready to try
These
it?
look amazing.
We have
to.
I
can't even remember the last time I had a Shamrock Shake, to be totally honest.
You're yapping. I'm already going in for it. So.
She's going for it.
Wait, I'll wait for a cheers.
Okay, wait, we have to cheers.
Ready?
Cheers. Let's do a taste test. So good. So good. Nothing beats mint.
That's
even
exactly what I remember.
Favorite flavor of ice cream is mint chocolate chip, and this is nothing.
This does not disappoint. I have literally like every highlight of like March growing up in like February. It's just.
Oh. It's so good. I'm
okay,
sorry.
let's get out a 1 to 10 review.
1 to 10
Take
review.
A big
let's
sip.
see.
Yeah.
I give it an 8.5.
I feel like it used to taste more minty. Is
I
that
agree.
just me?
That's why. And
I'm
also,
not trying
like,
to
why
start
is
some
it filled
propaganda,
here? I feel
but-
like it should be all the way to the top, but that's just me
Yeah.
being greedy. Well,
That's
that
tea.
is Citrus TV News live at 6 for this Tuesday.
Don't forget, you can follow us on X and Instagram at Citrus TV News. Now, for the entire Citrus TV News team, I'm Moira Vaughan.
And I'm Isabella Galan. Have a great night, Syracuse.